know how I've stated in the past how, like, I think that I want to go home, but then home doesn't feel like home? Home actually feels like home right now. And I'm so excited to get to this bed. I call it this bed because my room kind of came with the bed, which is great. And I thought about, like, offering Dennis to buy the bed if I leave. But I also am stubborn and an energy person, so I believe in getting my own. So, like, I feel like this is all, like, a test and a learning process. Because I'm, like, learning everything that I want. Like, in every shape and form, too, by the way. Like, when I meet a guy, and I'm like, oh, man, I really like this trait in this guy. Or, like, for example, this bed. I really like wooden bed frames. Like, I want a wooden, like, headboard. I'm learning that I want 100% cotton that I'm sleeping on. I'm just learning so much, and some of it I feel like I just need to write down so I know my baselines. My guidelines, what I will have and what I won't have, as I've discussed before. I like to get into that more when I'm in a better place mentally, emotionally, and physically. Which I feel like actually might be soon. My birthday's coming up, and some birthdays have been really rough, to be frank with you. Like, sometimes they weren't so fun, or I wasn't happy with the people that I was calling friends at the time. I like to change that this year. I like to create some sort of event at the Florida Renaissance Festival and establish a date to meet everybody, and then be surrounded by people I actually really love. Not just that, but I'm also thinking about making it like a public event, so that way people that I haven't met before can have the opportunity to meet me in a public place. Man, someone I really want to see is Bob Carlson. I love Bob Carlson. I haven't seen him for a while. He's a great photographer, great friend of mine. He came to see me right after my fire accident. Super great people. Not only did he come see me after my fire accident, but he brought me a giant bottle of fire breathing fuel to basically encourage me to do it after my accident, which we did, which was amazing. Like, that type of stuff you cannot buy. You cannot buy that kind of character. I can't help but think about how much me and my boss have in common. Straight up. Because the character stuff. Like, me and her are so like, and we kind of got into a bickerment because I couldn't stop being on my phone today. Because straight up, I didn't want to be there. Because I'm sick. And, like, I had presumed if you're running a food establishment that you won't have me there. She's a hard ass like me. I love her for it. Can't lie. Sometimes she's a pain in the butt, and some things trying to irritate me, like the whole homeless people thing. But I also kind of have to understand because she's trying to run a business, and like it's a numbers game and stuff like that. But I also feel like she could improve her reputation by being known as the person that feeds the homeless people or something like that. I don't know. Call me crazy. I want to feed the homeless, that's all. That's all. I just want to feed the homeless. I used to fantasize when I was a kid how I just wanted to win the lottery. And then I thought about how if I won the lottery, I would basically give half away. And I had like all these fantasies. Like, I wanted to go to, like, I don't know. At the time, in my mind, I was already driving, which is weird because, like, I didn't get my driver's license till basically like a year ago. So I was like constantly living in fear of failure, and just like, I really didn't need it. I really didn't. And I still kind of don't need it. I mean, it's definitely a benefit to have now in my certain situation now, but I didn't need it back then. I was just skateboarding everywhere. I gotta give props to Dennis again. That's why I'm driving. He made me drive his truck. Made me drive. I had my permit thanks to the museum. So Wolf was helpful in that factor. Allie too a bit. But as I was saying before, I would fantasize about like driving around and driving past bus stops, and I imagine I would seek out someone who has like a lot of kids or something, and like the whole family's waiting for a bus. And in my vision, I would go up to the family and give them an opportunity to basically give them a car. You know what I'm saying? And then like it was a fantasy of pay it forward. Like maybe if I did something good for them, they would always remember me and want to do good things for other people that couldn't really pay them back and that could only do good things to other people. For sure. So it's 6:31. I've got a lot of stuff to carry up. Being an independent woman, doing it all by myself. And there's like over 15 stairs. I'm counting. So I gotta carry this heavy freaking rose bush and then find a place on the patio where they're totally smoking cigarettes, which I totally do not like. That's one I won't have. I won't have a husband who smokes. I won't have a boyfriend who isn't potential to be a husband. I won't have a hookup buddy. I won't. I won't have a boyfriend unless I love them. I will have a romantic partner. I will have a partner who writes me poems and brings me flowers. I will have a partner that loves adventures and loves to drive. I will have a partner who loves the ocean and loves to scuba dive. Now, vision. It would be nice to have a husband who loves to scuba dive and we can like kiss underwater and stuff. However, I have to say, with Aqua Dude in my life, he loves the water just as much as I do, if not more. And he pushes me to come into the water, which is like medicine for me, and I need that. And even though I'm sick, I really think it might be best if I get some ocean. Call me crazy. It's gonna be cold. I'm gonna have my wetsuit, but I need it. Blue heron hopefully will be lovely. I can't stop tearing up tissues. Just like tear it into like a bunch of little... I'm not even fully done with this. Oh, I just got another vision. I just thought about my grandma. Concerned for her. I kind of want to go see her. That'd be pretty cool to go do by myself. I have to talk to my dad about that though. I gotta figure out what I'm doing. But I guess that starts with baby steps. And number one is I need to turn my car into a sanctuary since it's a tinier space than my bedroom. And that starts with bringing in all these plants, all these crystals, all these shopping bags, these 2 8-pound bags of Epsom salt. And I need to take a bath. My parking job might be a little shitty too. I might have to move. I don't know. Maybe I'm good. But wish me luck. Send some love. Send some light. Send some energy. Send some money. Partial joke, but bonus points to you if you do. More so, instead of just a handout, why don't you join one of my websites? That'd be great. If you love my underwater content, $20 OnlyFans. Totally worth it. Now, the $99 a month, that's a whole different cup of tea. That's mainly like fetish stuff and like, yeah, I'm a nudist. I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather be fully who I am and be surrounded by people who totally get me, totally encourage me to better myself, and give me the freedom for me to choose what the best version of myself is. Now, it's really time. I enjoy spending time with you here. I enjoy you listening. I enjoy you being my friend. Most of all, I enjoy you loving me. Love is everything. Love is everything for me. Everything. I'm a very passionate person, as you can tell. But for real, I gotta go. Bye. I hate when that happens, when you try to click goodbye. And it's just like, no, you gotta stay. Is that your cue for just a few more minutes with me? As if like 5 15-minute videos weren't enough. It's like every time I laugh, I'm being punished. It's like somebody's mad at my happiness. That's what it feels like. That's exactly what it feels like. You will get yours for projecting this out. Or maybe it's my fault for bringing it out of you. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I have a lot of homework to do. Not like college homework either. This is the thing I really enjoy lately. Like, I don't like being choked really, but I like this. Like pulling the skin. It's kind of soothing. I wonder why I'm breaking out. I'm like always touching my face. I also just bought a bunch of hand sanitizer, so I should be sanitary. But for real, let's try this again.